All right, so next game we have is the Jacksonville Jaguars against the New England Patriots. Even though Jacksonville Jaguars are at home, this is a game overseas, and they currently have a -5.5 spread for the Jags to win. They are the favorite. It just depends which team can get used to a different time zone over there. So we'll see which team shows up and which team doesn't. The New England Patriots could really use a win, but Jacksonville Jaguars need a win also. There are two teams that are not playing great, but Jacksonville at least has a win in their books, and New England hasn't won since week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. If you look at points per game, you have 20.8 in the last 4 games for Jacksonville and 11.5 basically for the New England Patriots, which is awful. That is one of the main reasons May is in. And if you looked at the end of in the second half last week, May was throwing the ball really well. And if they just decide to throw the ball more, I think the Patriots would be better off because the offensive line is just not blocking good enough for the rushing, which is 4.8 yards per attempt. And the Jaguars are running 5.2 yards per attempt. Patriots are giving up um, not as bad as the Jags on the rushing defense. The Jags rushing defense, no, my mistake. The Patriots are worse on defense with a 5.1 yards per attempt to Jaguars 4.6. Now, if you do total yards per attempt, the Jaguars defense is playing worse because they're horrible against the pass. So from the Patriots, I would just air the ball out and go against that bad pass defense. If we looked at total expected points, it's a -13.1 to a -13.7. So with that spread, you have basically 0.5, -0.5 for Jags, which is way off the line of -5.5 at DraftKings. And if we scroll over here, we have a 53% win percentage chance for the Jags. And mixing in points per game with offense defense, you have a -2 spread for the Jaguars. Looking at the game cards, the turnovers should be even this game. Total expected points, we talked about it, but they're barely better for the Jaguars. And the rest of the cards are looking good for the Jaguars also. If I'm betting this game, I'm just going by the heart, which you should never do in sports betting. But I think Jags can get that -5.5 spread. But if I'm going by my sports betting model, this is a no play. All right, that's the Jaguars versus the Patriots. I'll see you in the next video.